Welcome to step 4. In this step, you're going to put a graphic of a magnifying glass on your slide. The students are going to use the magnifying glass. They're going to move it around the board so that they can highlight those hidden words. Before we get started, let's again review the parts of our notebook. Here's the workspace, the toolbar, and the menu. The toolbar and the menu are not going to be used this time, but our tabs will be, especially this one. This is our graphics gallery tab. To activate to open our graphics gallery tab, I'm going to click on it. Notice I have a search box up here. I'm going to click in the search box and I'm going to type magnifying glass, and there it comes up. It's going to come up because I've been looking for a magnifying glass before in prep for this lesson. I'm going to need to search, and here are my results. Now notice I have 3 magnifying glasses up here. This is the one that I really like, and I've got 2 that look the same. But this one says transparent. Now that means that this middle part is see-through, and if it's see-through, it's not going to be able to find those words, because actually it needs to be white so that the white part is going to come up underneath the words. You'll see what I mean as we pull our magnifying glass over and we get it situated on our workspace. So I need to go ahead and I want to use this magnifying glass. To do so, I'm going to click on it and drag it over here to my workspace. Okay, I want to make it a little bit bigger so that any word I find fits nicely in the middle part of this magnifying glass. And to make it bigger, you noticed that I used this little white circle down here in the bottom right hand corner. I just pulled on it and it made it bigger, or I can push on it to make it smaller. And that's how I resized my graphic. I think I like that size, so I think I'm going to leave it there. Now, my magnifying glass is currently in front of all of that text that we had earlier put on our slide. I need it to be behind the text. To put it behind the text, what I'm going to do is click on this drop-down arrow. Remember, we used the same drop-down arrow to lock our text boxes on the slide. This time we're going to come down to order and we're going to send it to the back. Notice that I can already see the beginning of pulley. Now what I want to do is I want to put this magnifying glass down here in the bottom right hand corner, because I don't want the students to immediately see the hidden words when I open up this application. So it's going to go down here in this bottom, but I also want to make sure that I lock this magnifying glass in such a way that the students will be able to move it around, but I don't want the students to be able to resize it. I have noticed often in classrooms that, especially in younger classrooms, that when a student is using an application on a smartboard, they get really excited, they bang on the graphic or whatever they're trying to manipulate, the select box comes up, and they get really excited and they start pushing, which makes whatever they're touching very small, or they'll pull it out and the thing is huge. And if you make this too huge, you're going to see all the words at one time. That's not really much fun. So we're going to put this back down here and we're going to lock it, but we're going to allow it to move. There we go. Now our graphic is out of the way, and when the students open up this application, they'll be able to access this magnifying glass. They'll be able to move it around, but they won't be able to resize it. So now we're ready for step 5. In step 5, we'll put the finishing touches on our application and test it out. See you in step 5.